I am Gina. Memamungina afishia pa. Have you thought of a side gig that can afford you more time with family while earning on the side? And dear becoming home. Me a digital marketer. Na me business no. I'm able to do it at my own convenience. Business way, ubetumi aye, obi abetumi aye. Personally, nankasa me ejuma, me a full-time worker, me a procurement specialist. Into me to me ejuma way while doing my full-time job. A business very flexible. You lay down all the training materials for you to make you successful. You be my coach and a mentor. You waha say you work Canada ha. You register your business with the government. Ubetumi file taxes separately for your business. Into call me on the number on your screen and let me get you plugged in. Okay? I'll be expecting your calls. Afishia patumunina. Bye.
Ene besua de enye classroom connect na se na yesua de ene makochinchin na makopo obi a obekere eno bebrebe there be entertainment so many things just to entertain you edun be nso a or say it me trafie na yesua de some of us can go for seminars, some of us can go back to school for us to be taught certain things into once in a while na Zionfelix me akasa me dimiti afefem na mape omo a mehwa omunim de our certain fields na me no betina say need nkomo obe ha me na the first ambassador to Ghana trans need nkomo on how you can get visa because a lot of people worry us with visas, not just here. I've talked to even nurses for them to coach us on cervical cancer. Ebeka about leadership. Yeah, it is for everybody. Everybody at a point in life is a leader. Unya ke talk company na mkwana a leader I want so anywhere be anybody can be a leader. Then this conversation with Ebro Medin as Zionfelix. I'm the author of this particular book and everything come on and now say Bones Junior America when you I wish continue to come back. Welcome.
Thank you.
What's important to say?
Oh boy, another room Bibia Woko. No sorry.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How is 2022 treating you?
2022 it came with its challenges, but 31st December 31st na me total me car me konya accident.
So
and the car was total. And
the car was child bro for not
I say
beyond repairs.
Right.
I saw and out to.
Yeah.
What wuchi?
Yeah. Me kwanso na me team. But fortunately na yes ya stop until me realize say baby am din a call left turn.
Okay.
And until say me free move back right.
Okay.
But not traffic as so until ya stop until me yi na
boom.
No be boom. Till spinning me car back. Na me so me the ball be to.
Oh.
Yeah, the nipa ne de no craft flip way. Yeah, the car ne flip way and me move we had till about 300 feet and 80 meters. But on also the survival way.
Nothing happened to you?
No. I didn't feel no headache, nothing. No pain, nothing. I just got out of my car and I'm called her could be signs, "Are you okay?" And I say, "Yeah." An ambulance by and I find a call. And the police for by and be share BBR no BR. It told cars me free. And my friend my busia for number 5. Into 22 is but I love challenges. Yeah. It's a BB ema unyini ema usia de ema okowanim. And you know I love challenges.
Okay, we thank God say he's seen you through the previous year to this year, right. Even the other partner and rough, but now let's say to Junior. Tell me something about yourself in like a minute or two, because in some way also, leadership is very, very important to me.
Okay. My background is journalism.
Okay.
Me serve as a servant a youth leadership organization called AfriWIC International Organization, okay. And then a sister organization, the Certo Leadership International. AfriWIC is an acronym. It means an African with a changed mentality.
Okay.
CERTO nso ye acronym, it means service to humanity. Now ye GD say ye problem ewo Africa in particular. Sometimes what is Nkrofobeka say the problem of Africa is leadership. But ye GD say leadership can never be a problem. But the misunderstanding of leadership and a problem.
What is our problem then?
Until leadership I say.
Okay.
Until say that ye till leadership I say no. Yeah, our whole paradigm and perspective will change.
Is it the leaders who don't understand the meaning of leadership or the people no want to?
Penny for nankasa until leadership I say. Sometimes unfortunately men pessime from leaders because they are not leaders. I would love to call them political managers and our politicians, but only leaders. You can leadership leading is not the same as leadership. And leading is a verb. I
want to know a little bit about you. You've given us a little background of what you do. Apart from what else do you do?
Okay, I work within certain circles. I don't want to mention that here. But apart from that, Afriwick and CERTO, the youth, and Mebnuno, Asia, near church, what leadership is about, and the major, I would say that's our life's work.
For how long have you been doing this leadership talk?
It's been years. I probably about 15, between 15 to 20 years now.
What pushed you to do it?
Yes, because you realize, say, Africa, we are running around in circles. And obiba, may say, ye problem near, but at the end of the day, any panel falls back into the same near manner or criticize it. Into near decided as ye betnas and ya dream, a DNA ya research, a DNA a my problem. And you who ye say leadership in Tiasia anyhow, and a my problem. Because your perspective of leadership are wrong. Unya can leadership now, Kwadwo say it's either position, power, influence, and all that stuff. But the real meaning of leadership is left out. Okay,
so is that what this book is all about?
Yes, breaking the myth of leadership. The solution to Africa's crisis.
Before we talk now, let us know where somebody can get a copy to buy.
Currently, Amazon.com.
Okay.
But you per se, ntotoye na yetimi aprint bio eha sene be betimi bio all the bookshops and most of the bookshops were.
So apart from book now in case of be a consumer, you also go to schools and then
yes, and I'm also a life coach. I talk to the youth and yen starting no version or but you ever started say be a be a truant na wayward sometimes some of the parents will call me. I'll talk to them. I have sessions with them for them to understand the value of their lives and how they can correct their lives to make meaningful contribution to society.
Leadership is very, very, very broad. In leadership, of which I think is just the basic of it. So, a leader or leadership, take us through it.
Okay, so leadership, like you said, before I read your book, we did a lot of research in the dictionary, the encyclopedias, whatever. And you realize the definition of the leadership, it's not the correct definition. So we did a little more digging and thinking, and we realized leadership is all about the gift for service. Until you gift free, now you service free, you don't have leadership. You only have leading. Leadership is not about you. It's about the people. And for example, say, Mijina hey, na say, anase yeba hey ni yepe eha kwano. Yebi so bi se mpacho yepe asumesi eho. No ka say, oh, mumi anko medemo ko ha. Enye nipa no na eba ha. Ono ne kwan kra na ha. But ye ba ha no, eno odi enim di ya ba ha. Into the service is to benefit us. Into leadership no or service no, ese benefit nipa no and ye can leadership ye feel say just say encrophobia ya power man as encrophobia ya appointing them to become leaders and kwa no betimi leadership but leaders obia make say everybody was born for leadership. Everybody. Mamina ukoto koko on hono o ye koko ema onomo a wa woten kasa wanum koko anopa bia oduru ho a oto koko won ho da oni hono na obuafu anase da oni hono it messes up your day. She's a leader because you were depending on her for your day. Again, the gift odi ye koko no and odi serve community no entino ye can leadership enye obi a wote office anase obi a owo power. Yes, leadership will come with power, but those ones no are different from the leadership. Leadership nankasa ye gift no owo to say Zionfelix owo gift of journalism. You're bringing entertainment, education to the people. Into you are a leader. People are depending on you. Into hona unya will influence free. Most of the time we say, what is leadership or say influence? No. The influence comes after the gift has been developed and been served to the community. Into say, un develop a gift and serve a gift to the community. Uni influence.
Okay, so can we look at some of the characteristics? I'm sure you just gave us one.
Right.
Other characteristics of a good leader. I would say, where would the enemy be? Or the kokwampaso or treaty ye.
Debbie Ameka say leadership and ye leading people, but leaders develop leaders, or they give birth to leaders. Omugrumu leaders. And to say ye kasa obi ye kendi for and I say obi ye leader. Share a nipa echan hueshia or serve. Se nipa no di year, which means nipa na odi munimo no a leader.
Okay, a good leader.
Or church mu niese mu ye. Inti no senya mekan no leader no enye wo o gift no enye for yourself. Obi ani obekọ restaurant no aka say me to aduane na ye de aduane na be serve na serve na obe serve aduane na betena ase no e di aduane no. Enye ono nti e no de aduane na eba. Wo a waba ho nti no de aduane na eba. Inti no say enipa kuo na say enipa dom na o serve on. If they are not realizing their gifts and developing their gifts, I'm sorry, your leadership is in question.
Do you have a good leader then? Because I'm sure every everybody to be okay.
And Anameka say, one till leadership asia. Obedi obiachi Chinese for proverb biom say, if you think you are leading and you have no followers, you are simply taking a walk. When your leadership on tiasia, obia soria, no influencer, obedi nechi. Because you first say influence a leadership. Intina yenya enipa bi to say Adolf Hitler. Obia sorry no din kwase asema no apenkrofo di nechi. Because of what influence intin, yes so a leader. Intino a leadership nentiase a yenni. Intina yebre. Oshe a bibre muhana say Africa is the lack of understanding of leadership. Obiaba or Judy say about the power, about what leadership I say. Let me regress a little bit. What leadership I say, you understand, say, within that gift for service is a principle of love. Until every leader understands the principle of love. And you can love, and but love is a principle and your emotion. Love has nothing to do with emotions. And your principle, all humans are equal. You know, and leader biano egalitarian. Ubia, umubi chen obi. Oye hwanyo ebu amedem woma on anu amedem woma obia
no partial
opposition bema certain privileges and you are different but obu say nipa oye nipa obi nso ye nipa obu a ye woman nipa ne the same and you be of leadership as
you keep saying that in Africa we don't have leader. I don't want to go there. continent. It is very big. You have so many countries on the continent. I want to come to my homeland, Ghana. From the top, from your lenses, Osha, do you have a leader?
Enrana mene me penny or te edin komobi. Say ye share a chedia or may wo. Na ye share a nipa a war maimu. The human resources and the natural resources are. Crew way and your crew are, and can say a cut through the problems we're going through. If we have leadership, on planning, because planning is part of leadership, is a principle. And most of the time, principle ayemra when niswa, there are repercussions. I say speed limit maybe 20 kilometers per hour. Na say 40 kilometers. Ayemra. Police ninya wo bechew. And emra na emfa wo emotions ho. Emfa se obuafu wani age no aka say papa police mpacho na mani age nti na me speedy. No. Emra na emra. Into principles ya de bia yen there's no way around it. You see? And say yet leadership asia enka croway a best son. And it will not take centuries for this country and for that matter Africa to change. It only needs leadership. Obe planning ye. Now what hold people responsible? Because the principle of responsibility is part of leadership.
So if I get you right, we lack good leadership in the country.
Obviously.
Is it just the top hierarchy or the way it's named now?
Nancy, be by fix the country.
Yeah.
Now, series B, your friendly leadership academy on Saturdays. Zoom. Now you borrow let's fix Ghana/Africa now. So we were using a concept, fix the country. And a topic alongside those concepts. Now, me penny or te can be. Or si crow beer ni ho, crow beer ni wiase. A moon ni pano, assassin chrono. You don't have what it takes to bring change. The only people what it takes to bring change. Ye nipa na ya appointed almost say shed niamasono. To me, the authority to change things. And if Memphani say, what to say in Crawford fix yourself because on a to ball actually and so to ball and actually and no be or reprimanding na. Konye bium. Nipa ye the same everywhere. Ye sorry I feel say abrofo enimnyansa chain. No, ye nyina ye pet. But they have understood leadership, and leadership is at play. Into BBA, there are repercussions. It has to work. You won't be brave, and so emu be a nyejuma, yemfa nyejuma. You see, into say ye benya leadership obe planning, now obe hold people responsible. Trust you me, within the next 30 years, you be drastic change. And Rwanda, approve a change. Say it does not take centuries. About 30 years ago, they were hacking themselves to death. Whoever thought, why that journey said Rwanda, 30 years down the line, will become the beacon of hope for Africa?
Has Ghana ever had a leader?
Oh yes, yeah, leaders nibi. Omumu bakwa, ye institution no adore no. Yaman emre, but neniema kakra bi aye. Or what he stood for. Actually, and saying, Kayamane and go bait me as a son, and name him, and I said he will bring the leadership to bear. And Dr. Hillary man. That man was a leader, an exceptional leader. Ghana, yempo because ni entiase. You see, intino. Yes, you won't crophobia or her. Debia, ye can say, yem penny phone bebre or her, almost senior day. They've been schooled, but they are not educated. And the most dangerous person eye obia wako school. And I school no are only education. And that is what we have here. Inti yeah say oh oko school way oko school and fa ho
Ni baby akoy.
any baby akoy. But the most important thing so ubenya education. I think some share where you be now can say oko Legon.
Yeah.
The only school.
The only school in Legon, yeah. The only
That's
school in
just,
Ghana.
that's just by the way, you know.
Yeah.
Inti and fa ho any school akoy. But you can be schooled and not be educated. Nipa ya dwene and we move different compartments. Baby oha utimi esua bibi. Na I retain information nti ebisa wa obetimi reproduce it. There is another part it has to process that information to give you an understanding of what you've learned. Unfortunately, you use that part.
So, in case Yakotoaba, what should we look out for? Say you can say way a good leader with me, boy.
That's a good question. Mekai say with the latest elections, one of the lobbies, Ephraim, usually they look for your information, they have your database based on baby out. No, I'm afraid of phone so. Okotoaba na gabetimi atoma nipa sumesi. That kind of. Or catch them and say, yeah, many problems. I'm a toamano. Name me kwa koshusha dia waye. And what he stands for. Answer na meko toabana mano. Se no nanka yenya santiasie na yenya leadership ntiasie. Enka ye obi aba na se monto abama me. Ese ye konipa ne track record. E de na waye. Enye bibi a waye with position. Ni suban te sen baby a wote. So ahufama, you know, that selfless attitude. He helps in that community. Se community ni ye bibi oni sika kra no de na ho den beboa. Opese mpuntu ekoso ewo ni community. E de na say nipa na ye. Ana de na oye. Enti nye se obegina ho be ka kire say hwe leadership ya de bia sometimes yeah, now you full say a typical example here, Rollins. I didn't know Rollins America. Rollins said a whole lot of stuff, but then with me. And to know emotions are or they casano and you have to become, like I said, leadership you have to become. There are certain principles. I said, we imbibe those principles in you. So they become part of you. Bibi to say the principle of integrity. You can't principle of integrity. Usually it's holiness, the principle of holiness. Those who are spiritual, I'm sorry, but you can't holiness and yet the way we think.
Yeah.
Holiness means one. And the principle of leadership means integrity means one, integration. So every aspect of you is integrated into one, into you can say A. Oka se B B. Magufuli, omo elected no, omo interview ne former schoolmate. Ena ose oka se bi na eyemede. Ose emra o te se Magufuli winning elections no Tanzania. He knew that Tanzania would not be the same. And I interview and be and say why? Was it because I know him? I know the man. This is a selfless man. This is a man with a vision. This is a man who has devoted himself to the development of people. Intino say yenya san crofona. Sorry. Enya dia mekoto aba because abato no. Enye nisu kekeo. Me de mitumi mawo.
Yeah.
Ama we take decisions ebe boa me dachi. Because ye nyina ye ntimi nkosoro ho nko take decisions. Ntimi de mitumi me somawo. Which is very, very important. Sometimes what is anthrophobic say Africa you hear democracy, Africa you hear democracy. People don't even understand democracy. Democracy and your Western idea. And your brony na debai. It's a human idea. Democracy has its pillars. It has its foundation. Enti abrofono atnasi ehu ni ebe boa omo. And almost set up pillars it's going to help them. Into been 4 years. 4 years does not mean your democratization is established because 4 years be alcohol friends in pool. That's not it. Yeah. Germany only 4 years. Does it mean it's not democracy? Oh, entino enema democracy. Oh yeah, ema democracy no. Esipim democracy ni democratias. Power of the people or the rule of the people. Into everything centers around the people. Into the democracy, no, one of the pillars is the freedom of the people. Into no say bibi abeye bema nipa to the people's development. No, that is what democracy is about.
Okay, so about leadership now, I say more about politics. Yema normal leadership and so in case you're a kubna sibia, I feel like my leader no how do we approach him? How do we work on things to make sure say we reprimand him or to the worst?
Okay, first of all, leadership, like I said, you have to become a process. When developed to a certain point or service ebelake. Until first of all, we're finding out leader no or gift na. Number one, is he or she serving the people according to the constitution of that or the bylaws of that organization. If he is not or she is not meeting those XYZ inti ne edo betna ha. Inti se wonye XYZ dia ebetimi ayiwadi. One of these countries, I think it's Britain also. They can choose to call for elections at any time. You see, these are people who understand leadership. And the principle of responsibility, and until no be late, a parliamentarian, late to parliament, be discussing on the constituency, no ni hono. Otimika se ma resign. Because responsibility means responding according to your ability. And if there is no ability there, you have no business there.
When it's for all of us, I mean, as I said earlier before we started the conversation, leadership there, everybody, one way or the other, a leader. Now let's go to association, the organization. It's very, very important to me because we will be here and more financially, but so we by what you also know, what your organization also know, now almost at me and your home blessings.
Yeah. You setting up organizations, no schools. Okay. You were very able-bodied, very knowledgeable men and women. Ghana ha, to establish the organizations in the various schools. Seminars. Hold symposia, hold lectures for the youth. Until say obi person joining and answer or person or bekan ho and answer obi hiam what in your kind and sika sem ye ni sika bebre or hosa anemia ene emwa ene ye nti obi person ye boa e wo sa kwan so a ye leadership seminars in some organizations, churches and so forth. But schools no daya kuma so pa. The schools no krampo dey free of charge. Ye niska obabia. Into schools no ye pese establish it because of the youth. You believe say you miss a son youth na dwen ansa na omanyi a obi ye panimu a na dwen na aform dada. Into there is nothing you can do to change the mindset. Into you target youth no. Ye wo
contact.
Yeah, contact numbers. Nipa no betimi afre 055 129 7466 055 129 7466 ofra ye managers ne baako ebefa na emwa ye betimi dia boa se school, say youth organization, churches, any institution. We're not religious, so you help any youth across any religion.
Okay.
Into fra your managers ne baako ebefa no no dinkita ho se ne be ya ye beboa na ye betu nipa aba no mo ne nkwala na be kasa.
Before you go, let me ask this question because one here it might deceive you as a leader. Obuha odi nkofoko bi anim na majority of the people fans bibi nso no nya adwuma bia. So to him no dwen say oye adwuma, but because of bia osoya omo bizika na say oye bibi ma one or two people in no na omo fans no eye more than omo sofan ha. Such people never know who say onye adwuma as a leader.
See, yes, ni ocha kwan no onim se na chi achia. Nan saying things a teacher ni bi obi sending me video bi about teacher ni or bringing the plight of teachers and students to bear.
Yeah.
Nanka yem hweso ne yem wa ne yen sesa ne mam. And I'm say ye yinedi.
Yeah, teacher Kojo.
Okay. I didn't want to mention the name.
Everybody knows him.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody knows him.
Enti say we kandini na say ye man fans say we yade. Na so obi ka say wo nyehwe ya. Pay attention to that person. Ti asema nipa na eka no. Ne fa kwa dwendwen mu. Na say eyade ebeboa. Ye say nipa na ye won a free group ni mu. Obia o keep on your toes. You need them in your group. Enti obia yo yesterday yodium. Hweniye. Obi ka chiro say onya hwe anase bibi etochima wo leadership no one. Pay attention to that person. Instead no fasa nipa no bra to the table. Na nin komo no kind of concerns ni enti of first say wonya ade. And the nipa bia also say what develop leadership gift to a certain point. It gives you a level of wisdom, a certain level of wisdom. Wisdom so is one of the principles of leadership. You know, and you know, ebema wo nyantiase bi ama say nipa no. Na nipa na kura timi aboa in that area na or criticizing, especially when it's constructive criticism.
Odi we aba no, I like it pa. Nkema ko say yewo institutions bi wo ho a minim se twa meka otiase a yembo mo chem so. Unya kasape. Mimmo any institution but yewo aban institution bi wo ho a not political parties component right. NPP and this as right. the government itself. But when institution we say okaji yes asemi the other institution bi wo ho a say omo yad na say muna mum no enkomi kwapa keep quiet. Cause unya ye me ebe wedi. Ekruma so adwuma ni ha. Ever been abeko? Until such people know how do we deal with them?
It's really a challenge. But me assure say science institutions war institutions and I say penifo are responsible for that institution. And you know say ubetimi atre mo betimi aka mo ho abom na mo atre ebi o ha se na aka na yehu a ye bepamo.
Yeah.
There are so many ways. Bibi to say enkrobi or hokra omo anonymous hotline.
Yeah.
Umodi ofra no aka me adwuma wo ha say na ekoso obi wo ha obi take his information no ma look into it to make sure say omo be make amends to whatever is wrong. Entino say adwuma ku obi wo na say bibisa na osuro say ebe yi wadia munka mo humom Montreal petition and call the various institutions that are responsible and also oversees that particular institution. Sane be ya umbetimi I bring it changes to but one nipa daseni because pride is our divine nature and arrogance is our selfish nature. Pride wo nipa biemu because ye de wo yen inti se obeka obi ahye anase obi tietia obi efa ahodie so obi enipa ban so no enkoyie kra inti no se woye panimu wo ba bia men tietia nkrofo fa ahodie so because as I said pride is our divine nature.
Okay. Mene Nana Ose Bonsu Jr., who happens to be a writer for this particular book, Breaking the Myth of Leadership. On also two organizations Omobua no church amount for about leadership. Leadership is very, very important. So it is for everybody. and everybody is a leader anywhere bia or bia no ebia me leader also but also leader will be so you go school no near was school prefect overall boss and the school prefect you compound prefect then also a boss on the stage classroom your class prefect also compound inasio to be at a point a leader. That is why I brought him here to talk to us. Mpacho final words na yanko.
Yo, meda nkrophobia se. Especially me penifo amene by Lady Pastor Margaret or none ye programs manager on the share Ghana programs ni na so. Obojuma ye ye nyananka inimi ebe nti meda Lady Pastor Margaret ase and my co-pilot your friend is saying leadership academy na mekano meaning the host to leadership academy na Kwadwo ewa frempon Kwadwo ewa frempon ono so na ye media and public relations director na dwimu do ye medana sepa yewo mpanifo bi nso to say noble osebonsu yewo Kufuor, Mr. Kufuor, ono nso Kufuor idua or the rep Kufuor idua omo nyina me do bia se so omo boa ema ye pushi this agenda forward ye do bia se na ye pese ye mpanifo ni bi especially mo am wo schools mo no ye pamochew se mo hu yen ewo mo school mu ha yempe bibia enkwala ne dachi ne hia yen eni omai dachi ehia yen papa tie pamocho muhu ye letterheads and say ye muhu ye calls na ye frɛ say mummoa yen na mumma ye kwan ne ye ne nkwala ne mekasa ye pamocho mummoa yen because sometimes it's hard to get to the schools enti kakra mekano no
social media handles
social media handles okay ye website ye afriwic.com yeah, YouTube, yeah, Afriwic Media. Facebook, yeah, Afriwic Certo, yeah, type of Afriwic Certo, Facebook. And IG, so yeah, Afriwic, if I'm not mistaken, Afriwic Leadership Org.
Okay.
Afriwic Leadership.
The contacts again before you go.
Okay.
So if you want to call them now on mobile school and say human services biana na offer sa numbers way.
Okay, 055 129 7466 055 129 7466. So one e be a line I busy so obetimi afre well any international line, you know, e be na charges one but just in case you don't mind the charges and so obetimi afre plus 1347 268 3655 and I say plus 1901 921 8014.
Nana Osebonsu Jr., who happens to be one of the top officials of Afriwic International Organization, I'm needing Kumo, and you can say about leadership because wow, Shamino in a way, Senamakano, or your leader, Senabia, a bit me a grow, meet me leady or more, idiomenum can ye. My name is Zionfelix. Thank you very much. We have now contact and all the other friend. Na Munisa also. Anam do basic. Bye bye.
Me did the young antechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bushing for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map pimp. Tap send. Intienne also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka komo abusuafo wo Ghana fa na nyina. Tap send. Papa no.